Hey, good morning, intermediate algebra students. So today we start our next unit, getting into the different forms of linear lines. First one we're talking about is slope-intercept intro, and this should be more or less a review for you. Quickly, I have two equations down here. They're both in slope-intercept form. This one is in y equals mx plus b format, even though I know that's not a plus sign. That's okay. You'll notice that this number in front of the x stands for the m, and this number sitting over here is your b value. If you remember right, your m is your slope, or in other words, rate of change, or how much the line goes up, the rise over the run. So this number that's in front of the x always represents slope. Slope is the number in front of the x. Okay, so if you look at this one, and I were to ask you a quick question, which one is the slope? Hopefully you listen to the part that I said it's the number in front of the x. So it is actually this number in this case that would be your slope. It's always the number in front of the x. So don't get confused if they write it in this order or if they write it this order. It's always the number in front of the x for your slope. So when they say complete the equation of the line whose slope is 5 and the y-intercept is 0, 4, or we just call that the y-intercept is 4, we would write that as y equals 5x plus 4. 5x for the slope of 5 and plus 4 for the positive 4 here. What is the slope of this equation? Well, the slope is, again, always a number in front of the x. So the number that's in front of the x is negative 4. All right, moving on, next one, linear equation word problems. Really, this one's not that big of a deal. So on this one, I always like starting with question first, meaning this bold part. Water freezes at 0 degrees Celsius. What is the temperature in Fahrenheit? I mean, based on that, I don't even need to read this part up here. If I plug in 0 degrees Celsius right here, 0 times anything is 0, so the Fahrenheit will be 32 degrees. I don't think that's too difficult. Down here, what is the glass tank's volume? All right, well, I better read this then. Andrea wants to fill a glass tank with marbles and then fill the remaining space with water. Well, each marble here, it looks like, is 0.05 for volume, which means the glass tank has a volume size of 32, that every time you put a marble in, it takes away from how much water could be in there. So what is the volume of the tank before we put any marbles in? It's 32, and there's our answer. Hey, shouldn't be too much. Hopefully it goes easy for you. If you need anything, let me know. Otherwise, I'll check your answers. Have a good day. Bye-bye.